Hey everyone, Derek here, and today I am planning on building some H-braces. So in a previous video I mentioned that I got a bull and I need to upgrade my fencing. I need to go from the welded wire fencing that I have right now to fully barbed wire. As you can see, I got barbed wire behind me, but I have welded wire for a path out to the pasture, and I've got welded wire in a different area. So that area is going to be for him eventually when I want to contain him, but I'm not containing him with welded wire fencing, so I need barbed. So today I'm building H-braces, as I just mentioned, and I quick want to go over the components of an H-brace, and then I will demonstrate exactly how I build those H-braces. So first, you have the corner post, and then you have the brace post, and you have the cross post. So the idea along with it is you also have, and this isn't very good right now. I should retighten this, but this is also, I believe they call it the brace wire or twitch wire. So the idea is you've got your corner post, and then you've got your brace post, and in between you've got the cross post, which when you're pulling your barbed wire in this direction, that corner post is taking the brunt of it, but the brace post is helping to contain and hold, or contain the pressure and hold that corner post in place. To keep it all together and tighten it all up and strengthen it even more, you've got your brace wire. So that's pretty much the extent of it. I mean, you got brace pins, I believe they're called, or tension pins, or some sort of pins. Anyways, they hold the cross brace, the cross post, in place. So anyways, I'm going to get in there and I'm going to show you exactly how I build my H-braces. Not everybody does them the same way, but I found that this is pretty stable for what I need. So anyways, I will be right back and we'll get to it. Alright guys, so I'm ready to go over the H-brace with you, I guess I should say. So, to start off with, the tools that I'll be using will be, I'll have some fence staples, and I'll show you when I use those. I'll have 5-inch pins and 10-inch pins, which look the same as the 5, but obviously 10 inches. For the brace wire, to tighten that up, I've got what are called gripples, and once again I'll show you exactly what I use or how I use those. I've got my gripple tool, I guess you could call it. I've got a drill, hammer, a level, and a sledgehammer. So step one is to get my brace up here, get it leveled. So my top run here, and I'll show you real quick, is 4 feet. So you can see that. 48 inches. Alright, so what I do is I have my top run above my post, above my, what do you call it, cross post. So I set that at about 46 inches at the height. And yeah, it's pretty much it. So you want, when you put your posts in, your corner and your brace posts, you want to make sure that you get as close to the length in the distance apart, the length of your cross post as possible. Because otherwise what will happen is you'll end up having to cut it down, which is not a big deal, right? But the less work you got to do, the better, right? So get this down here. And like I said, I want 46 inches at the top, but depending on how level the ground is and all that stuff, that side might not be 46 inches. You might have to go lower, because you want your post to be level as well, right? So that's exactly 48 inches. That is exactly 48. So we want to go down about 2 inches and then level it out. Okay, so we are not level. We need to go, okay, so this side either needs to go down or that side needs to go up. And since that side's at 46 inches, this side's going to go down. And you want to look too, make sure you're tight. See, you can't see any light through there, so that's good. So we're still not quite level. A little more. Okay, that should be good now. Oh wow, still not. So we're gonna go up on this side a little bit. All right, so we're level now. We can actually come down just a tad. Perfect. All right, so we're perfectly level. So now I'm gonna get my pencil and mark right there, and then we're gonna mark right about in the center here, because we want this to line up, because I'm gonna have to drill a hole in the end of this, and I want it to mark up. So actually, mark that right there. Okay, same thing here. Since we're going to be going this direction with the barbed wire, the tension or the pressure is going to be pulling this way, right? So what I need is I need this here. I need the what do you call it? The pin to go through here, and the wire, brace wire, needs to go down in this direction, right? So it needs to be pulling pressure in this direction so that it combats the pressure going this way, if that makes sense. So actually I was wrong. I need to drill a hole in that one. This one I'm going to drill straight through with the drill and drill right into the post, because that's the easiest way to do it. So at least that I found. Anyways, so now that I've got this, I'm going to mark this again. And honestly, because I have that marked over there, as long as that lines up, this is going to line up too. So pull this out. You can see right there. Barbed wire is kind of in the way, but anyway, so now to give you an idea of what's going to happen here, I am going to drill a hole where I marked that, which, let's see here, it's a pain because this tripod isn't the greatest. So anyways, so I marked a spot right here, right? I don't want it dead center, because if it's dead center, it's going to turn. If it's up a little bit, it's harder for it to turn. It might move a little bit, but it's definitely not going to move if it's in the center, like it would if it's in the center, sorry. So what I'm going to do now is drill a hole in this the best I can, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole over there, and I'm going to put a 5-inch pin in there. Okay, so that should be good enough. So now, because I went down about a knuckles in, and you can see this is where I marked it, right? And that's where it was. So we're gonna go right about here. Okay, that should be good enough. Now we're gonna get one of those pins and put that in. Okay, see, and now that's enough. So I'm gonna stick that, and a little more. There we go. I'm gonna stick that post on there. Okay, and now as I push this down, it's gonna push this in. Perfect. Now, as you should be able to see, kind of, let's get a little closer. That's lined up. That is also lined up, but you can also kind of see a little bit of metal there, which means that's where the post is. So, anyways, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try my best to drill directly through here. All right, I think that's good enough. So now we'll get one of these, pound it right in there. Get a little bit more. Yeah, and it's not straight, which sucks, because like I said, so I went on an angle downwards, which, you know, not the greatest, but it ain't moving. So that is how you get your cross beam in there, cross post, cross whatever. So now you need this wire here. Now this wire is going to go around this post and down around here like so, and wrap around like this, okay? And then I'm going to get a gripple and put a gripple on here, tighten it up, and it'll be good. So anyways, before I do that, I will show you what the fence staples are for, which means we're going to have to get on that side. If I can see, if you can see. All right. So basically, what I'm going to do now is right here, I'm going to put a staple. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to put one through it. So what's going to happen is the brace wire is going to go right here. And because it's on the metal, it's not going to scrape up against the wood, which could be whatever. It could eat into the wood. I don't think it'd be a big deal. It's just something I do, just a little additional protection. I saw it on somebody else's YouTube video, so I really can't claim that's my idea, but I thought it was a good idea, so that's why I do it. All right. So now, on to the fun part. Gripples. Gripple. So, let's go ahead and move you down so you can see what I'm doing again. Got these gripples here. Oh, and now the ground has the gripples. Grab this one. All right, so what you want to do is put it through here. Try to bend this a little bit. Like so. And put this one through here. This wire's kind of a pain in the behind. So there we go. So you see this right here. That's how it goes, right? So now you get your handy dandy gripple tool. So it goes in there like that, right? And now it pulls it like so. Anyways, before I start pulling it, let's get it around and then loop it around that. And probably actually pull this tight. And pull this side too. There we go. Anyways, let's get back over here. All right, so now I got my wire, it's tight. Now we just tighten her up. And I'm probably gonna trim these, right? So this gripple goes in here, wire goes in there, it grabs the wire and pulls the gripple out. So there you go. And it tightens it up. Well, when it's got the wire in it. There you go. All right, so now we're getting tight. All right. So now, open that up. That is tight. So now what I'll do is I'll just trim off those edges. I'll leave enough length, that way if I need to retighten for some reason, I got enough to put the gripple tool back on. But that's essentially it. So there is an H-brace ready to go. So like I said, if we had the wire up here and moved it down to that corner, just imagine now you got barbed wire going in this direction. You're basically pulling in the same direction that your brace wire is. So you want to pull against with your brace wire. So cool. So yeah, hope you like this, enjoyed this video. I hope this helped somebody out. I know it would help me out a year and a half, 2 years ago when I first started doing H-braces. So yeah. So anyways, if you like this video, let me know, comment, subscribe even. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for the H-brace. I will be, obviously, since this is an H-brace for barbed wire, I'll be putting up barbed wire, and I'll be stringing barbed wire by myself, which is going to be fun. I haven't done that yet, so I'm going to do a video on that too, and we'll see how much I fumble around on that. I do have I've got a barbed wire, I've got a, whether it's barbed wire puller or a wire puller or whatever the hell it's called. I'll know the exact name when I actually do the video. But yeah, I got that video that'll be coming up soon. So anyways, that's it for today, folks. So until the next one.